Hello TerraFit, it's Rachel.
And Taylor.
And we are here for our Terra Tip of the Week. For those of you who are returning, we have, just so you know, changed our Terra Tips from Friday to Wednesdays. Fridays are a little bit crazy with meetings and all that good stuff, so we decided Wednesdays is going to be a little bit easier for everyone involved. So make sure your teammates also know that they are now going to be on Wednesdays.
Yeah. Just a heads up of what's coming up. We have a sprint coming up on November 27th. So it's the perfect window in between holidays and things. It's just a 3-week challenge. It's only $10, and it's a great way to introduce people to TerraFit. So if you have some people that are interested but not sure, have them join the sprint because it'll be a great kind of way to dip their toes in the water of TerraFit.
Yeah, and like she said, it's our best deal of all of TerraFit pretty much, because it's really only $10. You get all of the challenge plus the TerraFit Advantage program, which is our workouts, recipes, meal plans, all of that stuff for only $10 for the whole 21 days. So like she said, it's a great one for new people who are a little bit hesitant about the 12 weeks. 12 weeks is a long time, we know that. So the 21 days sprints are great for new people to try and figure out if this is something that they're going to want to do. And if you have been thinking about coaching and you're like, I just don't know if I can do it, 21 days. Anybody can do anything for 21 days. So jump in as a coach today, get those teams going, and get registered for that November 27th holiday sprint.
Yeah. Last week we did our video on a DIY yoga mat spray. Congratulations to Martha McBride. You won our yoga mat giveaway. So we'll be contacting you to get information for that.
And you can always find our old Terra tips on, if you just keep scrolling down our page, you can find them like that. Or you can go to the video section on the left-hand side of the TerraFit page, and you can click on videos, and all of them are there to see. So if you want to know about that yoga mat spray to clean your yoga mat, click on those videos and watch last week's.
Yep. And we say this every week, but really, if you have things that you want in these videos, let us know, please, because we want to help you. So if you have things that you want us to talk about, please let us know.
Yes, if you have something that your whole team struggles with, and you're like, we just don't know how to do it, let us know, and hopefully we can help you out too. This week, of course, we're going to do a giveaway like we always do. And this week we're going to give away, this is the shaker bottle from Oil Life. This is one of the most popular items, and if you see, Taylor can shake it. It's great for like trim shakes and things like that, for on-the-go shakes that you want to just take with you in the car and things like that, so you can make sure that all of that powder gets shaken up. So we'll let you know what you have to do in order to win this, but keep liking, sharing, and commenting everything that you want us to know for a chance to win this shaker bottle.
Yeah. Today, if you can't see, we're talking about healthy desserts. With the holidays coming up, that is going to be a thing that's going to be hard. It's desserts, because everything that you go to, there's desserts. So one thing, this is Reese's?
It's a mock Reese's peanut butter cup. If you don't know me, Taylor knows me because she's my sister, but Reese's is like my favorite thing in the entire world. So when I found out that on TerraFit you can't eat a Reese's, I was like, I can't do it. So I found these that are a healthy Reese's peanut butter cup, which is awesome because you can take them to parties. Everyone's going to like them unless they don't like dark chocolate, but they're like super easy. They look good. They're chocolate, so people are going to be like, oh, that's cool. They won't even know it's healthy. So this is a great one to know, like she said, when you go to holiday parties and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't eat anything here, take your little Reese's peanut butter cups so that you have a snack as well.
Yeah.
So this recipe that we're going to tell you about today makes 12. So it'll make 12 of these peanut butter cups, and it's super simple. It takes about, 30 minutes maybe for the whole thing, and half the time it's freezing and you're not doing anything anyway, so you really don't have to do much, but we're going to talk about what goes into it.
Yeah. So first, we're going to go over what you need to make these. So you're going to need dark chocolate. Remember, it has to be 70% at least dark chocolate. So make sure your dark chocolate chips. You're going to have coconut oil, vanilla, peanut butter. Make sure it's a natural peanut butter, doesn't have sugars in it, and raw honey.
Raw. That means that it is 100% honey, no sugars or anything added. Same thing with the peanut butter. The Adams peanut butter is one of my favorite all naturals because it literally, the ingredient is peanuts. Like, that's all it is. So make sure you find one that is all natural, doesn't add anything in it. And a lot of you will see that there is still sugar in this stuff, but it's natural sugar, so that's why we say it's okay. And with your chocolate, you can we use chocolate chips because it was just easier to find. But you can use a dark chocolate bar that's, like she said, 70% or more, and just shave it down or cut it in pieces or whatever you want to do with it. Do you want to tell me?
Yeah. So first, you kind of make this in layers because a peanut butter cup has like the chocolate, then the peanut butter, then the chocolate again. So for the chocolate, the first layer, you're gonna just take the chocolate chips, a cup or just a cup of chocolate, however you
want to break it apart.
Struggles. And you're gonna just put them in a bowl. You're gonna take 1/4 of a cup of coconut oil, and you're gonna put that in the microwave and stir it. Make it sure it's melted all the way. If you leave it sitting for too long, it will harden, so make sure you're stirring it and you do it quickly.
Yeah, so it's about 30-second increments. So you put your chocolate chips and your oil in, you microwave it for about 30 seconds, mix it up, then do it again for 30 seconds so that you're not doing it for 2 minutes, and then like she said, it burns and it's like really gross. So make sure you do it in intervals so that you can make sure it's melting all the way and not burning.
Once the chocolate is pretty melted, you're going to add the vanilla into it and just stir it and then pour it into your
muffin
tray.
tin.
Yeah.
These are super cheap. We just got them from the grocery store. They actually came with the little muffin thing, so it's not like this recipe is going to be an expensive one either, but these are just super simple. You can toss them or you can wash them, however you want to use them. But like I said, it makes about 12. So, and these are all things you're going to use for other recipes in TerraFit, so it's a good thing to have in your cupboard anyway.
Yeah. And you're going to freeze those for 15 minutes. And you want to make sure that the first layer is completely solid before you add the next layer, which we'll talk about, or else they'll kind of mix and it won't turn out as you want it to. So make sure it's solid frozen.
And one thing I found out, so I made these a few weeks ago for a dinner party that I was doing, and I love chocolate. Taylor can vouch that I love chocolate. So I used all of the chocolate for the first layer, and it was literally like this thick. And so don't do that. Only use half of it for the first layer, or else you can't even bite into it because it's so much. So just know that. Just use a little bit. Make sure it's covering the bottom, but that it's not like an inch thick.
Yeah. Next, you're going to do the peanut butter layers.
Yes. So peanut butter layer is just all natural peanut butter, a little bit of honey, some coconut oil. You mix it all together, same thing. But this one is about 15 seconds. It doesn't take as long to melt as chocolate does. So you mix it all together. Microwave for 15 seconds, do it again, microwave for 15 seconds, and then once it's runny enough, you just pour it on top of the solid chocolate that you already have in your in your cupcake
tray,
muffin tray, this thing. And then you just pop that in the freezer for about 5 minutes. The peanut butter solidifies a lot faster than chocolate, so it only takes about 5 minutes.
And then once those are frozen, you do the same thing with the chocolate. You'll take the other half that you have left, melt it again with the coconut oil and the vanilla, put that back on top, and you'll freeze those again. Usually for it all to be frozen, I don't know, give it 32
minutes. An hour, yeah.
Yeah, for it to be completely frozen, and then they'll turn out, hopefully,
and they're
just like
so
this.
Good. And I mean, some of them are way prettier than the others, like this side's a little prettier, but they taste so good, and they're so easy. What I did find out too, though, is when you are done with them, put them in the freezer to make them solid, but then once you're done with that and you're ready to eat them, take them out for about 10 to 15 minutes so that they kind of get a little bit softer. I tried to bite in one right out of the freezer, and I literally almost broke my tooth because it was so hard. So let it thaw out a little bit, let it become a little bit softer like a regular Reese's, and then serve them to your friends and your family.
Yeah, they're super simple, taste just like dessert, but not as unhealthy. If you're not as much of a chocolate person, there are other things that you can do. One thing that I love is fruit, like blueberries in yogurt frozen.
Yeah, like a frozen bark.
Yeah.
Yogurt bark.
Yeah, and it's super simple because you can freeze a ton and just leave them in the freezer and take some for a snack or whatever, and it still gives you the sweet flavor with the yogurt and the blueberries, but it's not sugar.
Yeah, and we also did a video a few weeks ago about a fruit pizza. And that one, we've had a lot of people use it, and it is so good.
So good.
So if you want something that's not chocolatey, but also like a dessert, look for that fruit pizza recipe in our TerraFit recipes. But there's a lot of other things in the TerraFit recipes as well. There's lots of things like apples with the cinnamon oil, which gives you that sugar, but it's still healthy. So just know that you don't have to go to a party and miss out on dessert. There are options for healthy desserts. There is also a peanut butter chocolate cake, I think is what it is, on TerraFit, and it is really good and not very hard. So try out new things. If you love one, if you find one for yourself and you love it, send it to us so we can share it with everybody else as well.
Yeah, if you're looking for alternative recipes for desserts, you're going to find them. So
yeah.
It's not too hard.
Yes. So thank you for joining us today. Don't forget the November 27th holiday sprint is coming up. We did push it a week back, so some of you have probably seen that it was the 20th. It is now the 27th, just so that you don't have to hit Thanksgiving in your challenge. You can get people going after their Thanksgiving coma is over. They can start their healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
So November 27th is coming up. Get your teams going. Get people on with that challenge.
Also, for our lovely shaker bottle, to enter to win this, just comment your favorite TerraFit recipe. So the favorite recipe that you find in the Advantage. What doesn't have to be a dessert, but if it is a dessert, it goes along with the Terra tip. But just one that you love.
Yes, and the reason we're asking for this, we really want your comments because we are working on a special project coming out in January that has to do with a lot of the recipes, and we want your input on it so that we use recipes that you guys actually like and use. So make sure you comment for us, help us out so that we know what to give you guys in January.
Yep.
And I think that is all. Thank you so much for coming, and congratulations again to Martha McBride.
See ya.